I've just got a message from Joshua Zirkzee. Boss, I'm tired of being on the bench. I deserve to play over Benjamin Sesko. If you don't plan to make me a starter, you'll be hearing from my agent next. Wait, hold up, Zirkzee. That is not how you talk to your manager. In fact, I would have understood if Zirkzee was piping up like this if he had really done much for us. But look at these stats, boys. 3 goals in 11 games. And okay, I do agree, Sesko's return is pretty darn similar. 6 goals in 20 games. Both of them have been very fraudulent up top. But I think based on Zirkzee's message, it looks like we can't have both of them at the club. Zirkzee wants to be a starter. I'm sure if we bench Sesko, he's going to be in my DMs as well. I think one of them will have to be sold. And this is not the time to have all this transfer drama, man. We're nearing the business end of the season where we're trying to make a push for the title. Although I'll be real, like, that's just going to be impossible. We're 13 points off Liverpool. But what we can do is secure our spot in the Champions League next year. Getting top 4 is an absolute must. Also, we've got the FA Cup, where we've drawn Arsenal in one of the early rounds. I don't like this. The board have made it very clear that they really do value the FA Cup, and they want me to win it. And by the looks of it, if we fail, my job could be at risk. And while I'm dealing with all this pressure, I'm not gonna have to decide between Sesko and Zirkzee. You know what? Over these next few months, we're gonna be putting them head to head, and we'll then assess and make a call. Honestly, boys, if we had crazy money, and we were in the Champions League and could sign anyone we want, I would probably just sell both of them, bring in someone who I feel could really lead the team, because I feel like the striker position right now is kind of what's letting us down. Our defense has been doing a great job with Lamens saving everything. What a star he's become. De Ligt and Yoro as well have formed a really good partnership. The midfield is of course really good with Baleba getting over his homesickness thing. He's now really controlling stuff with Bruno. And then of course we brought in Mitoma. Cunha and Mbeumo are already awesome. It's just that striker position that's been giving us a lot of worry. Do you know what, boys? If I had to choose between Sesko and Zirkzee now, even though Sesko has been a bit fraudulent, I see more potential in him, and I probably would choose him. But you know what? I remember earlier on in the season when things weren't going well for me, my tactics weren't working. It was Zirkzee who stepped up, got me the goals, and helped me get started in my Man United journey. That's why I want to keep things fair. So here's what I'm going to do. Up until this FA Cup game, we'll play Joshua Zirkzee. Let's see what he's all about. Can he lead the line after being given some consistent games? By the way, if you're enjoying all the FC26 content, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe. We're trying to hit 3 million subscribers, and your help can help me get there. It does look like the future of our number 9 position is going to be decided very soon. Oh, and no. That is bad from Lenny Yoro. I was just praising him at the start and he does this. Okay, Lamens, it might be a good chance for you to save a penalty, but I don't know what he does during pens. One thing about Zirkzee is he's going to be a really hardworking player. Plus, he's much more than a striker. Man, why are Fulham absolutely cooking us? And no, that's going to be another pen. And a yellow card for Lenny Yoro. He's having a nightmare game. You know what, boys? I have a feeling Lenny Yoro might get sent off at this rate. We'll just sub him off Felicia. I know he's going to be pissed about it, but hey, don't want to take a risk. Bro, this is going to be another chance for Lamens to save a penalty. Surely this is it. Come on, Lamens. Make the save. Of course not. What a title charge from us, man. Here I was thinking that maybe if we keep winning, keeping our form up, we could push to Liverpool. But yeah, let's just stay humble. The focus in this first season is to get Champions League football. But yeah, with results like this, we're not going to get there. We need to really fix up, and maybe Mitoma can help with that. He's been insane ever since he made his debut. Looks for Zirkzee, who's found a bit of space, and we get 1 goal back. Okay, Joshua Zirkzee, I am seeing what you're all about. Cunha looking for Mitoma. I think he's kept himself on. What a finish. Bro, that might be contender for goal of the season, simply because of just how ingenious that finish was. How did Mitoma even pull that off? That was so cool. Bro, I'm telling you, he's one of the most underrated players in football, and I'm so glad we've got him in our team. No. Let's not let them get another goal in the deflection. Bro, we were supposed to be the draw merchants of the Premier League. Suddenly, we've got 5 goals in 1 half. Mitoma. Mbeumo. Zirkzee. Oh, if I can get there, Mitoma. That was unbelievable. Bro, he's the Japanese wizard, man. The way he's got us linking up. I mean, did you see Zirkzee as well? That is something he can do with Sesko can't. Sesko is more of a goal poacher, but Zirkzee can even create. Not gonna lie, boys. Before this game, I was in Camp Sesko because I thought he had more potential. But the more I watch Zirkzee play, the more it makes me feel like maybe he is the one that would really fit our style of play. Clever pass into Baleba. Mbumo now. We're seeing some nice link-up players. Mbumo's gone through, and he's got the finish. That might have won us the game. That was definitely the craziest game of the season we had. And also one that has really confused me, because Zirkzee was amazing. Okay, wait a minute. This is bad. Training injury clash. During a full contact training session, Laments went into a 50-50 challenge, but came off second best. And it's resulted in a serious injury. No freaking way. Laments is our only good goalkeeper. We just sold by Andir. Is this a short-term injury? Oh my days. Are you joking? Laments is out for the next 5 months. Nah, that is crazy. Bro, this could mean our season's over. Forget the battle between Sesko and Zirkzee. We're gonna have to play Tom Heaton. What? He's 64 rated, on the verge of retiring. He's 39 years old. This is actually mad, boys. We're gonna have to start Tom Heaton against Spurs in the Premier League. The fact that it was a training injury, man, probably avoidable. I wonder who caused it.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble.
Oh, man, we've got 64 rated Tom Heaton in goal. I don't know what to expect now. I guess we've got to be just perfect in the attack, and maybe we've got a chance then. Actually, if we don't let Spurs shoot, then they can't score. So let's just try that.
We don't let Spurs shoot, then they can't score. So...
This is dangerous, man. We've let Solanke through on goal, and what is Tom Heaton doing?
Don't let Spurs shoot.
Oh, man, we've got ourselves in such a mess. The fact that we had just figured out our tactics, everything was going well. Our new signing, Mitoma, was lighting up the Premier League. And then we get an injury to probably our best player this season in Laments. That to a 5-month-long injury. Just brutal. But okay, it's only our goalkeeper that's injured. The rest of the team should still be able to do the job. Bruno Fernandes looking for Mitoma, who sees a crossing option for Mbumo. Heads it back for Zirkzee. How is that getting saved? Halftime, boys, and we're struggling to create. And I feel in a game like this, Mainu might be able to help. Oh no, Solanke has gone through, and Tom Heaton, he just got chipped, man. He was just ball watching. We're not going to be able to get through the season with a 64 rated goalkeeper.
Don't let Spurs shoot.
Of course, we end up losing this game. It's even a draw against West Ham. We've now got the FA Cup game against Arsenal, and we literally don't have a goalkeeper. Nah, man, we can't go into the FA Cup like this. We'll get knocked out, and then the board's gonna be mad. I could legit get sacked. In a scenario like this, I can only see one option. Andre Onana. I never thought we would get him back in this series, but right now we're in a desperate situation. We need a goalkeeper, and I know Onana is basically a meme, but at this point, anyone will do over Tom Heaton. He's in fact going down in his overall. Onana is 80 rated, and it'll only cost us 240k to bring Onana back. We gotta do it. And with that, he's actually back. I can't believe that after all the memes in Onana, after him getting pushed out to Turkey, that we're gonna have to just rely on him because of that injury to Laments. To be honest, I'm really hoping Onana sees this as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to become a Man United hero. Because imagine if he can lead us to an FA Cup. It just hit me that if Laments' injury would have happened in like January, we probably could have brought back David De Gea. Oh man, even if it was just for 5-6 months, he would have been amazing for us. In fact, he's actually 85 rated, but that's not how football works. It's unpredictable, and somehow we've landed in a situation where we need to trust Onana. We've got the FA Cup game against Arsenal, and I can't believe that Onana is going to start this. Like, just unbelievable. I also said that I'm going to keep trusting Zirkzee, and you know what? He's doing a good job. After this game onwards, we'll be testing Sesko. I did want to play Chido Obi in, of course, cup games, but Arsenal is too big of an occasion for him, I believe. We got to go with our strongest 11, especially with my job being on the line. What happened against Spurs with Tom Heaton in goal cannot happen now. I know we've got Onana in goal, but he is much better than Tom Heaton, so I think we should be fine. But yeah, as long as we can attack and score goals, that could get us the win and help us knock out Arsenal. Once again, I think Mitoma's going to be the key because he's always there creating as he plays brilliantly to find Ian Matson. What can we do from here? Going backwards for Bruno Fernandes, who decides to go for goal. And that wasn't too far off. Uh-oh, Gyökeres on the charge. Lenioro doing a good job. I think he learned a lot from those 2 penalties that he gave away. Uh-oh, but we've given Arsenal a set piece, and I do not like this. Clear the ball away, please. It's complete chaos. They still have the ball. Mitoma does well. And I'm thinking if we could hit them on the break here, Mitoma in a position to cross for Zirkzee. Controls that well, but what was that for a finish? Arsenal are definitely looking like the better team. Saka looks for Gyökeres. We're going to have to defend him. Yoro does well. Declan Rice, no! Onana couldn't get his hand to it, and Arsenal take the lead. I don't want to blame Onana for this. We just got opened up. Guys, we've got a really long second half ahead of us where we need to try and get the equalizer, but I'm not feeling it, man. Without Lemens in goal, the confidence just isn't there. Once again, I'm going to sub off Baleba for Mainu and also maybe bring on Ahmad for Mitoma because he looks a bit tired. We've been relying on him way too much. Some fresh legs in Dorgu and Dalot as well. We're making quite a few changes. No, 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 no. It's so bad without Lemens. Onana doesn't even get near the ball. I'm afraid, boys, it's looking like we're out of the FA Cup. And honestly, this could have a big impact on my job. We really couldn't even touch Arsenal in this game. This kind of shows the difference in level between Arsenal, who've got this project under Mikel Arteta, and us. We're still figuring things out here at Man United. And to win trophies, we kind of need a lot more. And also, the fact that we didn't have our first choice goalkeeper, man. Really annoying. I'm seriously wondering what impact this is going to have on my job. Okay, our job security still shows safe even after getting knocked out of the FA Cup. Maybe end of the season, the board will reconvene and decide we're not going to get sacked mid-season for losing a cup. I think our job now is to do the best we can to secure top 4. That way we should be able to keep our job. Look at that. The race is heating up. Aston Villa have a game in hand and they're just 4 points behind. Newcastle are the ones in 4th place. And of course, our next game had to be against them. What on earth is this? An outbreak? Lenny Yoro appears under the weather showing signs of illness. You'll need to consider the best course of action to deal with the situation in relation to that player and the wider team. If I let Yoro train, will he like infect everyone else? Or I can just send Lenny Yoro home, play it safe, let him recover and then return. To be honest, if he infects Mbumo, Cunha, or Mitoma, we'll be in a lot of trouble. So you know what, Yoro? Get some rest. That is exactly why we've got Lisandro Martinez at the club too. Also, I think for the next few games, it's time to start trusting Sesko. Zirkzee did impress me against the smaller teams, but against Arsenal, he literally did nothing. Maybe that's what Sesko can do better. He can be more dominant against the big teams, but I need to see his overall play improve because that's where Zirkzee was outshining him. Also, I want to start getting Mainu back in the team because I feel like his energy is what we need as well at times. Alright, boys, we need to bounce back from, of course, the humiliation in the FA Cup. And I want to see some good link-up play from everyone. Sesko's gotten through. What? This is what I don't get with both Zirkzee and Sesko. In the box, they're just not able to take their chances. Juan Mitoma's gone completely through, and Cunha with the goal. At least somebody's taking their chance inside the box. That's his 10th goal, by the way. All the while we're talking about Sesko versus Zirkzee, Cunha is quietly becoming our top scorer for the season. Sesko continuing that run, and he has managed to get in behind. The touch was so heavy. No, 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 no. Onana, good save. That's, I think, the first save he's actually made for us. Okay, Mitoma's now taking matters into his own hands with his dribbling. Still Mitoma. Oh, it falls for Cunha. Mbumo, and oh, that was a lovely finish, a snapshot. That's his 9th goal of the season. Bro, everybody apart from Sesko and Zirkzee are getting goals. Oh, but Newcastle have gone through, and Onana couldn't save that. But Cunha could look for Sesko. This is surely his opportunity. And finally, he scored. Benjamin Sesko, fair enough. He's taken his own sweet time, but he does end up helping us get the win against Newcastle, although Onana made things tricky, conceding another couple of goals. By the way, Lenny Yoro's recovery from that virus is going well. He should be back in a couple of days. One thing I want to check, though, is the manager market. Have we seen some sackings? Ooh, Ajax have sacked their manager. Augsburg as well. And we've now seen the first sacking of a Premier League club. Daniel Farke from Leeds. He's out. And Ruben Amorim has finally got a job. But no way he got sent to the Saudi League. Yikes. I'm starting to feel a bit worried, man, that I might be the next one out of a job. We better keep focusing on qualifying for Champions League. By the way, I'm just reading this message from Ian Matson. Boss, I've decided it's time for me to pursue a new challenge. I don't feel aligned with the current direction of the club, and I believe it's best for my career to explore new opportunities. Wait a minute. Ian Matson has actually submitted a transfer request. Bro, we literally only just signed him. I remember he was homesick and I didn't give him time off. Instead, I forced him to play, and I guess that decision is coming back to haunt us because now he's gone. Transfer request done. There's nothing we can do about it. If we don't sell him, the board will automatically go ahead and sell him. Ah, man, the drama in this Man United series just continues. And since he wants to leave, I don't feel it's fair that we start him. I would much rather give game time to Dorgu so he can improve. Also, Lenny Yoro is back, but do I rush him into the team? Nah, I don't think we need to risk it. Lisandro Martinez will do the job. Also, boys, one thing I want to try in our next game. Cunha striker, Bruno cam, and having both Mainu and Baleba together. Because both Sesko and Zirkzee have been kind of meh. How would Cunha fare up top? You know what? If this Cunha experiment works, maybe instead of choosing between Zirkzee or Sesko, we end up winning both, improving the rest of our team? Because Cunha could be the one to lead the attack? I don't know, man. It's early days, but let's see how this experiment works. One thing about Cunha is that he can play passes like that. Didn't pull it off perfectly, though. Dogu's actually having a really good game. And now maybe we could do something here. Bruno Fernandes playing in a more attacking role, but he lost the ball. Bournemouth's defense has proven to be really annoying, man. 30 minutes in, we've barely created a thing. Their link-up players actually been really tough to deal with as they've carved us open out wide, though. Dogu's gonna have to do a job, which he does again. Oh, Cunha sees the run of Baleba, and I think that's his first ever goal for Man United. I don't remember him scoring before, and yo, he can do backflips. To be honest, even with Cunha, it's not like our attack has gotten super prolific. I really do feel like we're missing that world-class number 9. Because both Sesko and Zirkzee aren't it. Cunha is more for Cam. Maybe that's something we need to think of next season. For now, though, we might be having another chance here as Mbeumo lunges and gets that one in. Whenever Dogu plays, he's able to get these crosses just pinpoint, and the control from Mbeumo and to finish like that. That was class. Wait, what? Onana won man of the match in that last game. Bro, I mean, who would have thought at the start of the episode that Onana would be back and would be winning Player of the Match awards? Also, I've just got a message from Lisandro Martinez. We were going to talk about my contract situation, weren't we? I've heard nothing from you. Okay, this is worrisome because we now need to negotiate a new contract with Licha. Wait, he submitted a transfer request too? What is going on at this club? But wait a minute, we can still fix things because I'm having a meeting right now with Lisandro. I think we do have enough money to get his contract sorted for another couple of years. I don't think he's going to be like a starter for us because I prefer Lenny Yoro over him. He's just got more talent. But I think Licha is an amazing squad player and we will renew his contract, give him a bit of a wage bump. He's happy to accept and we can now officially take him off the transfer list. This wasn't part of the plan. I didn't do this. Apparently, Luke Shaw just got sold to Chelsea. I had no knowledge about this. And now I've just got a message from the board. Shaw has been sold. Did Luke Shaw even give me a message or something? Nah, he didn't. Luke Shaw didn't send me a single message and that deal just went through. We gotta be careful, man. The board is out and just selling players on its own. Meanwhile, boys, we've dropped down to 4th in the Premier League. Newcastle have the same amount of points as us, but we do have a game in hand. Of course, that game is against Chelsea. This fixture could play a big part in deciding who gets Champions League football, and we definitely need to win. But what was that pass? By the way, I've put Sesko in this game. Against a team like Chelsea, I feel like a 6'5" man mountain could cause some chaos. Right now, it is Chelsea causing chaos and Onana making a big save. Manchester United on the counter-attack as we look for a ball for Mbeumo, who heads it down for Sesko. No, he skied it. That was one of our craziest counterattacks, man. Deserved more. Oh, I see space here for Sesko. I see space here for Sesko. Off the post. I mean, I feel he's the unluckiest striker on the planet. Bruno Fernandes seeing Sesko make the run. Can he keep the pace up? Ah, the dribbling is just not there. Bruno Fernandes maybe taking one from distance. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, my days. We have our goal of the season right there. I'm pretty sure that's the first long shot I've scored in FC 26, and it was beautiful. I don't think I've seen a more perfect strike. Nah, bro. Bruno, it was like a knuckleball, man. Just insane. Wait a minute. Look for Chelsea, who's playing on the right side. It's freaking Garnacho, man. Oh, it would be beautiful to get the victory over him. Bruno Screamer has got us a crucial win for the race for top 4. Bro, these unexpected events are kind of getting crazy. Wages leaked. Somebody in this team is causing chaos, man. The wages of all your players have been leaked, creating tension in the dressing room. Keep an eye out on your team in the upcoming weeks and make sure no further disruptions are happening. Bro, I have a feeling some players are going to be asking for mega contracts now, especially once they see the likes of Mbeumo, Mitoma all making upwards of 100k. To be fair, nobody at the club is making like absolutely crazy money. And well, the wages being leaked have definitely irked Kobbie Mainoo as well as Lenny Yoro. Both of them want new contracts. And yo, Kobbie Mainoo's contract was expiring in about a year, so I'm glad he's coming for a renewal. He will get a massive wage bump and a 3-year extension, so that's sorted. Lenny Yoro as well, I think, has earned a nice contract, so there you go. We've extended his contract too, giving him a wage bump. Oh, and suddenly Lenny Yoro is now the 3rd highest paid player in the club. Bro, this is gonna cause further chaos. By the way, we're almost at the end of the season, and it does look like we are going to get top 4. We're on 68 points, but it's not guaranteed just yet. Because look at Man City. They've got a couple of games in hand. Newcastle have the same amounts of points as us. If we lose, we could be 5th. Once again, for such a big game, I have no idea who to play in that striker role. Sesko, Cunha, Zirkzee. None of them have shown any kind of consistency. Hang on. Do I take a bit of a risk? Chido Obi, the last time I played him, he absolutely balled out. Do you know what? I'm going to do a bit of a madness. Final Premier League game of the season. Obi is going to start. Bro, it does feel like I'm running a social experiment here, because if my gamble of playing Obi does not play out and we end up losing to Brighton, bro, we're going to finish 5th outside the top 4, and I think I will get sacked. But we are playing some good football here, and it's Obi with a bit of a turn on his left foot, and he's actually scored. I don't believe this, man. How is this kid so good? Chido Obi, his first Premier League goal for us. Bro, this is legit making me question everything we've done so far in the striker position. Maybe Sesko and Zirkzee, both of them aren't the solution. Maybe we need someone better in that striker position. I already feel like Obi's good enough to be backup. Next season could be huge in deciding what happens to the striker spot. For now, though, let's focus on getting a win here.
Denied.
Oh, that's a good save from Onana. You know what? Based on what Onana has done in the second half of the season, I think he deserves his spot in this squad. Maybe not as a starter, but as a backup goalkeeper. And Bumo looking for Obi. He's got it through again, and this time the keeper denies him. He just feels like a player who makes so many of the right runs, and that itself is getting him all the chances. And yes, boys, 3rd in the Premier League is where we finish. Still ways off Liverpool, but we've brought Man United back to Champions League football after a long, long time. Honestly, though, I'm worried. I still have no idea what we should do for our striker spot. With Chido Obi showing what he can do, maybe bidding both Zirkzee and Sesko could be the play and bringing in someone world-class. Just look at our season's top scorers. Sesko and Zirkzee weren't even in contention. If in Season 2 we can solve our striker problems, Man United could become true contenders for both the Premier League as well as the Champions League. But wait a minute, I'm still not sure about keeping our job. We of course completed our Premier League objective, but not our FA Cup. Am I going to get sacked? Or will I be allowed to continue this Man United project? Click here to continue watching.